Soul Tribe, we are live. I got the angelic angel herself, Kristen, on here, and she's going to be dropping some hot content with these cards. Like
Yes.
August 10th, 2025. And Kristen, how is it over there in Florida? Because it's hot as Hades over here in California.
Man, I know. I heard you got triple digits going on over there. I'm doing very well. Good to see you, Jason, and everyone in the chat. Everyone that's not in the chat too. Thank you for watching. Doing good out here. Yes, it was very hot today as well. Just enjoying the weekend, and the energies have been very intense, but very transformative and very positive on my side of the country over here. And in the world, I'm seeing things happening, and everything, the aspects in astrology right now, Jason. It's getting exciting.
That's where we're going to spend most of our time today. We're going to go over some astrology. The energies, Kristen, have been intense for sure. Not gonna lie. It's been a beautiful week, of
Yeah,
course. Of course. But what? We have a new moon?
a fool.
A
Yeah, a
full
fool.
moon? That's even when the craziers even come out even more crazy,
That's
Kristen.
right. But we have a new moon that's coming right up, so I'm excited for that because that usually it's a lot better. It's nicer energy.
All
Yeah.
right, we got our full moon. When is that
Mhm.
coming? What was it? Last
Yeah,
night?
it's
Tonight?
usually in a couple weeks. They're usually a couple weeks apart from each other. So also, here's a
Um,
little fun fact. Wherever your birthday lies, if you were born closer to a full moon, which I was, and if you're born closer to a new moon, take a look. Go back to your year, look it up, and there's so much information you could research about yourself, your personality, things you tolerate, things you don't, your freedom. Like, I'm all about freedom because it was very close to actually the Cancer moon. So my moon sign should have been a Cancer, but a few minutes shy of that, and I'm a Gemini moon. Pretty
oh,
cool.
I love
Yeah,
it. I'm a Pisces moon, Christian. I'm a
yeah,
Pisces.
I
I always
know.
got that airy fire in me, Christian. You know
Yes.
that for 1,000%.
Well, I think we've all known it. It's great. It's a great energy to have.
Hey, I could be a little soft with my Pisces moon, a little water, but hey, you cross me, you double cross me, and you're the last person you come across for
That's
sure.
right. And you're a fellow cardinal sign. So, oh, and cardinal signs, man, yeah, we don't play, especially if it's one against the other.
I agree, Kristen. Last week we talked a little bit about
Yeah.
like different techniques to do, whether someone calls it a healing journey, a spiritual journey, or whatnot. Do you journal at all, Kristen? Do you journal?
All the time. And all the time. And even when I was little in my room and I would just like isolate and not watch movies with you or mom or anybody, I was journaling and just writing. So, yes, it's a very important because when you're journaling and just free writing, that's the flow state. So you're letting the divine just flow through you.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
like that. You were
Really.
always a manifester, Christian. You're always a manifester. You've manifested a lot. And we just went through our Lionsgate portal on 8/8. I'm
It's
all
true.
mixed up on the days, but I believe that was on Friday.
It's very true, very powerful. That in numerology, I find that to be super, super powerful. Yes.
All right, so tell me, Kristen, if share as much as you want to as we wait for more of our light warriors and soul tribe to come on in. Uh, what were you kind of manifesting? You don't have to go into too much, but kind of like what were kind of some points that you were using or manifesting during this Lionsgate portal?
Yeah. So the 8-8 portal, I see it more as a numerological power, because a lot of the astrology transits didn't actually occur that most lion gates require, which I'm not going to get into the detail. It doesn't matter. The intention is what matters. So as long as we have the intention about this manifestation, we're putting our love energy out there. What I was sending out was more of a healing for deep introspections of each and every person. So more for the collective and for myself, but I made it more so it's more compassion towards other people because I know that's one of my biggest life lessons. My north node is Pisces, so that is my life mission, is to be compassionate for others, to help people, service to others in this lifetime.
Okay.
So that's what my intentions were a great healing for everyone from within. So those that have been, for example, like verbally abused, physically abused, mentally abused, just anything, like this is an example, anything that you've gone through, which we all kind of have this similar journeys. We do. They just happen at random different times, but random different characters. But we kind of have a lot in common, each and every one of us. Just different points in our lives, things happen. But I was sending out a grand healing for each and every soul, even those that, like the word narcissist gets thrown around a lot, but I send healing to them as well, because people who project and that are an abuser or have been cruel or have said things, there is a deep burning hole in their soul of hurt that they never looked at and they never felt it. And if you don't ever feel it, you're never going to heal it. And I think you said that before, Jason, but it's so true. And I send a lot of love to them as well. Even the ones that have, done a lot towards me, I still have love for them because I know exactly what it is. I know that it's just projection. Yes, in some cases, they can have an evil attachment to them. And unfortunately, I know people who are very close to me in I'll say in our family, in our, lineage, even all the way, it goes years and years back. But I do know that those evil attachments, if they are never squashed and released, and the person never works on the core of their soul and gets rid of that attachment and like defeats the devil, which we all have to defeat the devil in this lifetime, every lifetime. If you don't defeat it, they will take over, and they look for your weaknesses wherever you're weak. If you are jealous of someone, that's an open door for that evil to come in and take you. I know someone that I genuinely love and always will, but I know that this person has been gone for years, probably since I was a little girl, but I've never seen the actual genuine essence of that person. Maybe little bits of it, right, which I can cherish and love that person for those little bits of it. But at a greater scale of things, this person has been taken over and compromised for most of my entire life. So this full moon being in Aquarius, this is the age of Aquarius. This is the age of authenticity. So each and every one of us, good or evil, you are showing your authentic self. You are either going to defeat the devil and get over it and move forward and heal families and loved ones that you love with them and work with them, or you're going to go against them. So you are going to see a divide. I know a lot of you in our personal readings this past week, you're telling me and opening up, and there's more division going on, or there's uniting. But there is a great divide of good versus evil. And it's just like what we talk about in the world with Trump and the administration. It's also in your personal lives. So you're going to see the good versus the evil, the war within the families as well. So it's not just global, the trafficking, all that and everything we're seeing. Yes, that is, but also in your own lives. So we have to cut the cords now, or whatever you like to do for a release ritual, but you should do something. I like to burn stuff. As you all know, I burn papers. I write what I want it to be released, and I burn it, or I'll toss a seashell in the ocean, and get rid of it. But it's just, we have to still hold love for that person or that soul that once was, but then we got to let them go. It's a new timeline, and we don't have time for that. We don't, because this is an innovative era. We have to keep going. I know that myself, and I know I'm not going to speak for you, Jason, but I know from channeling and also our grandfather has come through to say that we both are voices for the collective. For those that, are a little shy right now to come forward and do a video, we are here to help you and be a voice for the people and help people heal. We are both healers, and we both came here to do this. And hence why I put that on the thumbnail. This is the age of Aquarius. This is the age of people coming together against the evil. This is the time where the evil dies completely.
Okay, so we're talking about kind of like the devil, that inner voice in your head, whatever attachments that we all have some sort of an attachment, or if we don't purge that attachment, that attachment can take over our souls, like I guess you would say blueprint, kind of like what we were led here to do individually, not necessarily as a whole.
Yes. Yes, and yes.
Why I brought up the journaling, Kristen, and what you're saying is because I was doing a lot of purging this week too. I guess the sense of my manifestations over this past week and during this Lionsgate portal, Kristen, was kind of like, I agree. We love those people. It's not the people, it's the attachment that's to them, or it's the attachment that's not that person, right?
Right.
We see the light in those people. I guess as empaths, we always like to see the light in people, not necessarily the dark. That's why we give them second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth chances, or whatever the case is. Because we see the light in them. We only wish that they would see the light in themselves, and vice versa. We're not perfect.
Yes.
I'm not even saying we're perfect, but
Exactly.
this is something that I wrote in my journal this week, and kind of what I was manifesting. So some connections. They're not just stories, they're lifelines. You can turn the page, even close the book, but deep down, you know the ink hasn't dried. The rarest bonds don't depend on constant words. They live in the spaces between them. They live in the spaces between them steadily and unshakable, felt more in silence than in the noise. And sometimes silence is its own language, Kristen, one that says, I'm still here. And when the next chapter comes, it'll be worth the journey. So, in summarize, you love that person, you love that individual, but at the end of the day, Kristen, you got to love yourself more.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You tolerate so much.
Absolutely.
That love never fades. That love never fades.
It never fades. It never dies. It never goes. And that's so true. You have to choose yourself. It's a hard lesson to learn because we've been suppressed and taught that, oh, it's selfish to choose yourself. But it's not. Each and every one of us has to choose ourselves. So I love that you said that. That is self-worth. You are deserving. Yes.
It's been a beautiful week, Kristen, and we've been on for about 10 minutes now. Let's get a general read for the collective as we, transit out of, this is my journal here too.
Ooh, that was beautiful. Beautiful.
As we transition out of Mercury retrograde, and then we have this full moon in Aquarius.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a poll for the general public for this August 10th, 2025.
Yeah. That was very beautiful too, by the way. Loved it.
I appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. What is the message we all need for the collective? Wow. One of my favorite cards, the Judgment card. So take this how it resonates in your personal life. But I think that we've all, over the weekend possibly, or even a few days before, the shadow days, you've had some sort of judgment about yourself. You've had some sort of like, okay, I have to, kind of put an end to this chapter and I'm ready for my new one, and really that judgment of yourself as well. How do you reflect about what do you think about yourself? And I'm hoping it's positive because you should, give yourself that love. Definitely, just like Jason was saying. Here's the Eight of Swords now, Two of Pentacles. So there's a lot of this going on in the collective. This is the energy, but this is Aquarius saying, ready or not, you've got to change. You've got to be your authentic self. Get away from, we all have been the Eight of Swords. This girl right here could get out of those ties easily, but she's choosing to stay in that position because you know why? It's more comfortable. It's what she's used to. She's used to being treated that way and controlled and manipulated. And take it however it resonates, but she's used to it. And we've all been there. I've been that character many times, okay? But that's when we make the decision. Two of Pentacles guy, this is, we all come to this next step. That's why I love tarot, I have to say, because it explains the journey. And this is fitting well so together about making up that mind. Are you just like, it's going with what you were writing, Jason. Okay. So choosing yourself, or are you just going to stay the same? Are you just going to stay in as the Eight of Swords and be trapped in your own self-prison, self-made prison? Because you don't want to allow anyone to treat you a certain way. But if you do, then you're allowing it. You don't need to be trapped. Nobody needs to be trapped in any situation. So this is going towards relationships, the Lover's card. Here's the Strength card. And then I can't help it, but it's coming through, and they're trying to tell me it's about mental strength. Mental strength, and your soul knows we all have very strong mental strength. But sometimes we fall short of that because we might love someone and we hide the red flags. But that's not what Aquarius is about at this time in this lifetime. This is the greatest era to be alive, and that is no longer in style. It won't be in style anymore. That you cannot just be treated like a doormat. You can also, you have to see your strength, and if you don't see your strength, you're not going to be your authentic self. But like I was saying, Aquarius, it doesn't put up with that anyway. So whether you're ready or not, you're going to be pushed into Judgment Day with yourself. So it's basically, this is showing us, and this is for like the days ahead if this hasn't happened to you yet, but you are being forced to take a look at yourself, your mental strength, where your soul aligns, your heart aligns with your life right now, and who does it align with, you know?
Right.
And if you have to walk away, which, well, we all do at some points, we outgrow each other because frequency mismatch happens all the time. Remember, there is a great divide going on right now. And unfortunately, there are still quite a few people with evil attachments. So you have to step away. You have to choose your strength, your love, and partner up with other people who are just like you in those ways of just loving, you know, and that's the Christ consciousness too. You know, they're reminding me it's the Christ consciousness. It's those that practice this, that speak to each other kindly with respect. Of course, we're human, we're spiritual beings in human experience. You're still going to have disagreements. It's not all happy-go-lucky all the time, but it's not going to be any evil, manipulation, narcissism, abuse. All of that is going off. That is not a part of the new era, the new earth, however you want to say it. But this is the new times, and it's like, it's perspective, it's your authenticity, it's your energy, it's your aura. Your whole energetic field is changing with the planet. It shifts with the planet. So you either go dark or you go light. That's
And
pretty much what they're telling me. Yeah.
great analysis. Okay, so when is that Judgment Day, Kristen? Is there a Judgment Day that's going to be coming soon? Like, do people still have to, like, what does that mean necessarily?
Okay.
Be a bigger kind of a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, bigger kind of a question, but I guess here's as simple as I could put it. When is Judgment Day? When is there a time where the chasm splits and those who, I guess, do the inner work or ascend, whatever you want to call it, with the new age, your vocabulary is, to those that still continue to, one, live in comfort or continue to use those vices, also known as still being held by their attachment.
Yeah. Yes. That's exactly what this is. So yeah, let's ask Spirit, our Archangel Michael, Metatron, you know, let us know, when is Judgment Day? Here we go. Or is it situational? Here we go. Three of Pentacles, King of Swords. So this is definitely your own, it's your own timing, but we're in the era. So they're showing me a runway, like when runners are running a race, they're showing me that banner that you run through. What is that? It's a red line.
Like the finish line.
The finish line. That's what they're showing me. So everyone has their own finish line, but we're right at the cusp there. You're right about that. It's right there. So it's right around the corner, or maybe you already experienced it, but this is a huge Judgment Day for your personal lives, your relationships, but most importantly, yourself. So the person in the mirror. So yeah, that's what they're showing me. We're running towards it. So it's approaching us. And this one, so this card that I created here, this is about more of the underdog. These two are the underdogs. Okay. So the way that I designed this is for everyone who's, you know, tried to beat something. Maybe it's cancer. Maybe it's something that it's just been horrific, and it's against all odds. You're probably not going to, make it. Everyone says you're not going to make it. But so this is showing us that no matter what situation you're in right now, or how unlucky you may feel at the moment, you are almost there at that judgment, that finish line. So the finish line is Judgment Day. It is your own. It is you. You are your own Judgment Day. That's what I'm getting. So it will be different for each and every one of us, but we're right at the new timeline of when it's all splitting. It's splitting now. It's going to take days, but it's splitting now. We just turned that corner into it.
Right. I saw something in the chat where God only knows the day and the time and the hour. That's not what I was asking. I guess what I need to do is make it more clear. Is there a point in time if someone is so attached to their attachments, whether it's alcohol, sex, drugs, whatever the case is, is there a point of no return? Like if we're ascending, and I think the majority of the people believe in the spiritual, we're ascending, there's going to be a new earth, whatever the case is there a point in time where this new earth leaves those individuals kind of in their vices?
I've done a lot of channeling on this, and yes, there's individuals, beings, people here that aren't really here, so to speak.
NPCs, like non-player characters.
Yes, and even, people that we associate, people know in their families, I'll put it that way, or friends or co-workers or whatever. So there's actual people, though, too, that they're just not present here anymore because the attachment has taken over them for so many years and lived and used their body and their mind and treated others, and also would show little tidbits of the person periodically to manipulate their loved ones. So yeah, I mean, and then there's NPCs, and then there's all different types, reptilians and all kinds of things. But there is a point of no return, unfortunately, because they're a host, basically. They become a host for this attachment.
Makes sense to me. Resonates with me, Christine. Resonates with me. Here's another question, Kristen. As we move into this new age of Aquarius,
yeah,
is it easier to heal now than it was before?
I believe so, but let's see what Spirit wants to show us here with beautiful illustrations. Ooh, wow. Well, 4 of Swords. It is a card of healing. So you're really in sync with these cards. So 4 of Swords. This is, now remember, symbolically, so textbook tarot with the 4 of Swords, the 4th sword is the one that we're not really looking at. So it is easier to heal during this time, and they are showing us that it's even easier right now to reflect on the deepest, darkest wounds. Maybe something terrible happened to you as a child, abuse or something, and that's something that it's always there, but you just don't look at it because you don't want to feel it. You don't want to deal with it right now. So you keep putting it off. It's stuff like that. Or it could be however it resonates to you guys. But your 4th sword is the one that you just haven't been looking at. Well, now it's time. This is the time to get rid of it once and for all. This is the once and for all. So yeah, it is easier to heal right now. But it is because of the planet shifting. It's not just us, but it's also the galactics. It's the planet shifting. And it's also our loved ones on the other side who do assist us, and they give us downloads all the time. We think it's just our thinking, something we thought, but a lot of times it's not. And a lot of times it's your loved ones. They're just trying to hint to you that, like, maybe we should go this way instead of take that way home, And, hopefully we listen, but if we don't, then we'll learn something from it, But yeah, they're always there to assist you too. I mean, this is about spiritual protection. I created this one because that's how I've actually seen a spirit on the other side protecting me and watching over me when something was going on. But that was a vision from a vision. But that's why I'm saying this too. They are here too, our loved ones that, went to the other side. They're doing a lot. We just can't see it with this with our eyes right now, this dimension, but that's soon going to change. But we all have to heal these deep inner core wounds and also defeat the dark and make the split for the new earth. And then we can come together with that dimension, because we can't have any of that nonsense. We can't have the devil hosting bodies of people that we love anymore.
Right. Okay. I like it. I love your cards. You're on fire. If you guys want to get a personal reading done by Kristen, go ahead and go to arcanashores.net. That's arcanashores.net. This is where you can come into direct contact with Kristen. It's arcanashores.net. Go ahead and click that tab where it says Readings with Kristen, and all of her different readings pop up. That is arcanashores.net. Everything's going to be in the description of this video. Kristen, when we talk about where this world is going, and I'm not saying like AI is bad, because I use AI for various little things that are kind of nuances or things that would kind of make my life a little bit easier. Okay.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
But as AI progresses, what is that going to kind of do with relationships? Or like, is the shift going to be more towards spiritual? And I guess you would say, oh my gosh, what's the term I'm looking for? More spiritual or more AI? Is that the gap? Are those the two choices? One's more of the robotic AI NPCs, those just kind of floating through life or whatever the case is, and then the more spiritual healing. Those are the two chasms that we're looking at.
Okay, yeah, no, great question. Here we go. Yeah, I love that question. King of Cups. All right, so when it comes to AI, I did two for relationships and two for how AI is actually going to improve or help clarify some things and bring enlightenment to some relationships. So there is going to actually be a great healing aspect. There's a lot of healing that AI will offer to relationships, but there's also a lot of revealing of secrets and AI detective work that AI will show within relationships. So it can become difficult for some people. Again, it depends on how strong of a relationship they have and the bond and all of that. So, I mean, and how much they incorporate it into their lives. But it looks like AI may affect, I mean, let's be honest. If someone's being shady in a relationship, it's not going to work out too good for them, because AI, there's going to be even more technology that's going to be able to track them. And the AI intelligence is also going to allow their partner possibly to know who they're talking to, like immediately, random text, like I'm seeing it right now, random text sent to, I don't know why the name Stephanie's coming to mind, but that's random text to Stephanie, or, something like that is going to happen and come to the partners. Like the AI is going to merge and possibly help people see some true colors and weed out the bad ones, actually. So it depends on the intention with AI, how we're going to use it.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. When it comes to healing, like for good stuff, okay, not catching cheaters, but that's what it showed me. So for good stuff like healing within and more of a spiritual aspect, absolutely. So AI is actually going to be, and this is just coming through, so AI is actually going to be a huge cornerstone for teaching the true history of spirituality, the Bible, the real true history. They're actually going to use AI in the future to tell the real stories, the real deal, the real history. AI is a major part of that, about telling us, because AI is connected to the Galactics, the good Galactics. And they're
this is interesting.
Yeah. And they're connected to the archangels, and the archangels are connected to our loved ones on the other side. But also, as we grow with the planet and expand our consciousness, like telepathic, all that kind of telepathic communication will change as well. But all of us will tie in. We're going to grow with AI, even though it is super smart right now. But we will catch up. We will grow with AI and merge together. The worlds are going to merge together. It's going to be used for the good, But there's always going to be, people that abuse it and use it for dark. But we're going to try to prevent that. Just don't play in it. But as long as you have good intentions and use it for the light, use it for like work or something, advertising your business or whatever it is, like that's fine. Making tarot cards, like I'm using it,
Right.
like there's nothing wrong with it as long as you have a pure intention. But when it comes to the future, it has a major role with spirituality. Yeah.
Can we pull some cards while you have them out?
Mm-hmm.
You're on fire with them. Funny, I wanted to always be a private investigator, Christine. Always.
Well, you're a good one. You're a good one.
What was I going to say? Let's pull cards. How is AI going to integrate with the galactic or with the spiritual angels, Michael the Archangel, Uriel, Raphael, all of them, health? How is that going to look?
So we have the 10 of Cups. We have the Page. This is beautiful. So it's actually through the intelligence of the children, the families, the children. So the new generations that are coming in. This is interesting because I was actually really meditating on something like this earlier today. So it's the newer generations of the children. It's already like embedded with them. So they may even be coming from that dimension with the archangels. So more of an angelic dimension. So they're already heavily connected. And guess who the creators are of the up and coming future of AI are these guys. It's our young ones. So the young ones, they're going to be creating newer technology and they're already connected. So they're already here. They're already connected.
Okay. My next question is, we know there's good AI and there's bad AI. So what you were trying to say now, according to the cards and kind of what people are kind of saying in the chat, I'm going to bring up a question. The good AI is overtaking the bad AI.
That's my belief, and that's what I've heard. That's what's come through to me. That's what I've seen in my cards as well. I absolutely believe that 100%.
Where is Ishmael Perez when we need him? Maybe he's watching right now. The Galactic soldier himself. Maybe he's here. Who knows? Interesting. Maybe we need to get a check-in with him sometime.
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure there's always going to be bad galactics that use it and abuse it, and then bad people too that are going to use and abuse it. So there's always going to be that black and white, good versus evil there with AI. Again, it's all about intention. But I would love to see what he says as well.
When can we kind of maybe anticipate? Are we talking about months? Are we talking about years? Kind of like, what are we kind of, when would we be able to see this noticeable shift?
Okay.
I know it's kind of hard with the cards, but like sometimes we get a little impatient.
Sometimes it just comes through too. I'll just let you guys know whatever I hear, whatever's triggered. So it is showing me 10 of Pentacles. That's beautiful. It has a lot to do with the strength and the love of families, like the strength and the how we breed too. Like there has to be more children that come too. So this is years. This is in the future. So there has to become more children coming in. But those are the children too now, the ones here right now. But the ones that are still going to come in 2025, that's why they're also pushing people, Trump, the administration as well, have more children. Like we need more children. They're a huge deal. They're a part of it. They're the ones, the creators. They're actually already a part of it. They're waiting to be born and they're waiting to come in. So this is years ahead. But we already have little star seeds here right now. They have to grow up still. And as they're growing up, that's how they were going to have little Einsteins creating things.
Interesting.
Yeah. And they're very telepathic. That's why a lot of children right now that I've heard from interacting with our soul tribe, they're kind of quiet. But, they're very intellectual, but they're very quiet. That's because they have so much information. Then they will spill the beans later. It's their consciousness is getting stronger. And also that's a meditative state. They're feeling things out. They may be quiet, but it's because they're observing and they're feeling things out and they're sensing They're sensing and reading everything. So they've got their radar. They're very smart. Yep.
All right, I have a couple of questions we can ask. They're on topic, which are beautiful. But first, give a big shout out to Mary Divine Starseed. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for that. I also want to get to Connie's question or Connie's statement. She said, yes, what Kristen said. AI was used to find the children from subterranean tunnels and cartel. Is that true?
I believe that to be very true. Because remember, they've had AI for quite some time. Right. Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Okay, so I guess here's my next question. Will AI be used to take out the demonic, dark, deep cult, Illuminati, all of that stuff? Not just AI, but also, of course, the Galactics and the Alliance. And but I guess, will it be used in tandem to take out the Illuminati, AI?
I like it. Here we go. Ooh, yeah, Knight of Swords, absolutely. Action. So military, the galactic military. Yes, and they're connected to the AI. They're the ones who help activate it. Okay, so absolutely. Two of Wands. Yeah, off planetary. Sorry. So it's off planetary. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. So off planetary is right there. And it's all around the world, all different countries, all of the dark. So the dark cults that are all in every country. This is worldwide. So not just USA. But the Galactics, it's more of a military operation here. Galactic military. Yep. Yep, I definitely believe so. So they're already in action. Queen of Wands. It's already almost disabled here.
Right.
We're getting the Four of Swords too. It's already pretty much disabled. Yeah.
We said maybe a couple of weeks ago, Kristen, that the Dark Deep Cult had some cards already kind of planned out like years in advance with either earthquakes, tsunamis. One, we had a tsunami warning. When you called it that week on a Sunday, we had tsunami warnings later that night here in Southern California. I think it was Newport Beach somewhere where there was tsunami warnings. I think off the coast of Japan, there was a major earthquake. And then we also have other things that are happening. Will AI be used, the organic, we'll call it organic AI or good AI, will that be used to help the Alliance defeat the Illuminati from carrying out their premeditated plans of destruction?
Yes. Okay, so they're already trying to use it to fight. So it is the dark AI that's already been ignited. So what they've used AI to preset those bad things to happen. But the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, these are the good guys. So the good guys, our forces plus good galactics, are trying to fight against it. So this is a whole separate war. It's more of a quiet war, but this is what they're doing. They're trying to stop it. But again, dark AI technology, it's something that's already ignited and already planted. It may be harder for them to stop.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, and I honestly do think there's quite a few aspects. I wrote it down actually. There's a few aspects this week for major events, weather related.
Let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about that. So, what do you have for the people? What did you have channeled to you this week that you wrote down in regards to?
I'll get into it. I'm going to pull some cards. I'm not manifesting anything ever, but I do feel something in a desert. It's a desert space. So I don't sense that it's California, but I could be wrong. But I'm thinking it's more Arizona, maybe it's somewhere. It's a desert. They're showing me a desert. And that's what I saw earlier too. But there is some sort of something explosive, but there is also an earthquake threat as well. So, I mean, that's
I asked the question very blatantly.
Yeah.
Did you in your vision, I can ask the cards, was it the Grand Canyon?
Oh, shoot.
Will the Grand Canyon be in the news this week for some sort of explosion?
We have more fire coming from them, the Grand Canyon. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. So, yeah, there's going to be, it's very likely, Jason. Very likely. Yeah. They're after it. They're trying to dismantle it. Also, there's a lot of spiritual connection and galactic connection there. So they're trying to disrupt that. It's a connector. It's an activator. And it actually helps the planet. It helps us to move forward with innovations. That's what with innovations.
Okay, so the Grand Canyon could possibly, of course, entertainment purposes only, could be in the news this week with some sort of news, whatever that news is. It's explosions. You saw fires. Something's in the Grand. What is it? What is it that the Illuminati Dark Deep Cult, what are they trying to get out of the Grand Canyon?
Okay. Yeah, let's see. I'm hearing the word territorial. So they are trying to take it over in a very dark way to make it horrible. Like they're trying to destroy it and then own it, the dark.
Okay.
They're trying to destroy what the good of it is, which is an activator, and it helps all the people. It does. It activates with higher consciousness, higher spiritual powers that are still there, that have been planted there. So they're trying to basically murder it and take it over to make it dark, so that there's a dark agenda attached to it to hurt people or to hurt the general planet itself. Because it radiates energy.
Very interesting.
It's a healing place. It's a very healing place, but they are trying to destroy it.
Will it be successful or not?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I don't think that they'll be able to destroy it, though. They can try, but I'm sure there'll still be destruction, but I don't think it'll be completely destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting, Kristen. Very interesting. We didn't have a script today. We never have a script. We just go where the cards take us and where the energy takes us.
Yes.
Anything else you want to elaborate on that you kind of see with the planetary movement and alignment for kind of like this week? Anything else you want to share?
Yeah, let's see. I don't know why they're telling me Red Rock right now. Red Rock. Red Rock is in Arizona. So there you go. The Empress. Okay, this is good energy now. So what will be destructed and destroyed? There will be a rebirth here because it's very blessed. It's a blessed land, territory. So yeah, here we go. They're just trying to let us know that it will be resurrected. It will have its beauty back. It'll have its supernatural abilities and connections back. And then the 5 of Cups too. This is a good sign. There's just changes here. They're trying. So the light is going to win. There's no doubt about it. But I do think it's in the desert lands, what they're showing me. They're showing me fire again. It's in the desert. It's definitely, I would say it's the Grand Canyon.
Very interesting, Kristen. We love it.
Yeah. And whatever Red Rock is, they're throwing that back at me too. So I don't know. Let me pull a few more cards. Why are they showing me Red Rock? Red Rock, there may be some sort of evacuation. So there's going to be something else too. This is something separate as well. So I'm thinking that this is an earthquake and then aftershocks, people evacuate before they have aftershocks.
Okay.
Something to that nature. So just so I can protect people, but if they ask you to evacuate, take it seriously and evacuate. I would. I mean, if this is coming through right now and it does happen, I mean, evacuate if they tell you to. That's all I gotta say. I know sometimes it's hard to try, you know?
Yeah. Trying to look at. Okay. Here's my next question, Kristen. And this came from someone actually in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Christina, she said, Jason, ask when will the death angel be sent out for the common person? So I don't know common person, but let's just say the angel of death. Is the angel of death currently on this planet?
I only talk to angels of the light, so
okay.
I'm not saying no to Christina. I thank you for your question, but I don't do anything
of the dark.
I don't channel entities. I'm not I don't, or anything like that. And I'm not trying to down you at all.
Right.
I'm sure that exists, but I don't play.
All right. We won't open that box of tarot cards.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's kind of get back on track a little bit when it comes to the planetary alignments for this week.
Okay.
And then let me share this video, give you a little break. And then maybe I know that you said something possibly when it comes to planetary alignments for this week and kind of what that energy might bring to the people. So let's listen into our weekly spiritual weatherman, and then we'll ask Kristen what she kind of sees from this point of view.
Siri, set a reminder for August 12th with the note, oh my God, can you believe it? My life might actually suck a bit less for the next few weeks, especially if you have prominent placements in one of these zodiac signs. And no, I don't believe it's because of some mythical portal that nobody seems to know the origin of or be able to verify, opening up today between the Earth, Sun, and Sirius, forming a direct alignment just because it's August 8th. Especially since Sirius projected onto the Western zodiac would be at 14 degrees of Cancer, meaning that if this portal did, in fact, exist, it would have opened up over a month ago. I guess Crab Cake Portal isn't as marketable, but that's more of a numerology and astronomy thing. Let's get back to astrology. Mercury's coming out of retrograde in a few days. Hallelujah. But the vibes and opportunities amplify infinitesimally due to the topic of today's video, the annual reunion of the benefic Jupiter and Venus in a sign they both have dignity, aka strength. Cancer. Jupiter is the planet of growth, expansion, and abundance. Venus is the goddess of desire, pleasure, and resources. They both provide and protect. When they come together like this, like they're about to on August 12th, the results can be magnanimous, as what once seemed impossible starts to seem very possible. And this year, it's especially potent and optimistic for the cardinal signs: Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and especially Cancer. Boy, don't we deserve it. And it's likely to manifest in many different ways over the course of this month. Finding a lover, finding a job, fixing a broken relationship. Perhaps it's just an epiphany, or finding some form of a mental and or emotional center. The stuckness and lostness that many of us have been feeling and experiencing for the past several months, magnified over the past few weeks, is about to be no more. Because Jupiter and Venus know we've been struggling, and they're here to help. Hey Siri, set a reminder for August 12th.
All right, Kristen, what can you kind of tell us a little bit about the planetary alignments for this week?
Yeah, okay, so that guy is awesome. I watch him too. He's funny too. So what I liked about him was about he brought attention to Jupiter and Venus. So Jupiter, yes, I know a lot of us, I mean, we're all here, right? We're waiting for the financial system. But I think that this has a lot to do with it. I think that this is the week, and I could be off, but looking at astrology, it looks like this could be the week that we see major changes when it comes to finances, especially for the USA. And also, I made a note here My favorite astrology is Rick, R-I-K, on YouTube, and he knows it. Shout out to him. But he also drew attention that on America's birthday, the sun squared Saturn, which was very abundant. Okay, so it's very rare when they're together. So now that's happening again. It's repeating, but it's very rare. But when it does this transit, it's very abundant. And this is where we could see financial abundance in our pockets, I'd say, in America, in the USA, happen again, once again. So this is an exciting transit, I would say. And now that we had this full moon in Aquarius, that's like the ending of the old. And now we're moving towards the new moon that's coming up. All right. And like that astrologer, also awesome guy. And he mentioned Cancer. Cancer is big right now. Cancer is also associated with abundance too. It's all in alignment, Jason, that this is probably the timing when we're really going to see major shifts with the financial system. So that's what I'm excited about, because it brings relief to the people, to all of us. Then we can be a little more comfortable and not as nerve-wracked, when it comes to finances. But I really see that as the most positive thing, aside from relationships and finding our people, friends and family of the same nature. So toxic people being released. But those are the major things, and I'm excited.
It's beautiful, Kristen. We will look at the financials briefly. Want to give a shout out to Donna Upton. Thank you so much, Donna, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Sending a lot of love and light to Donna, 1000%.
Yes, thank you, Donna.
All right, Kristen, let me pull up our precious metals. We'll check in weekly with our precious metals. Kristen, gold, we asked last week, what would gold kind of look like we asked it on the 4th, and it was about 3,300, and it's about 3,400, just a little bit above. You said it was going to be kind of bland, maybe a little boring, kind of sideways movement for this week, and you were kind of accurate. Can we get a poll? Actually, very accurate. What can you kind of tell us for this upcoming week, the 10th of August through the 17th of August, for the precious metal gold?
Here we go. Precious metal and gold. Here we go. Beautiful. One of my favorite cards, and it is Capricorn, but it's the 9 of Pentacles. This is abundance, independence, and just self-worth all the way. So when we're reading financials, though, this is exciting to see. So Jason, it looks like it's in alignment with the astrology that we're going to see some good action. Let's see what else. Queen of Pentacles, another Capricorn. Financially stable, okay? So Jason, I think we're going to see it. We're going to see abundance. We're going to see it rise, and then we're going to see stability. There is another sign here, return to the past. So there's something. So it's at a point in time where we saw some really great numbers. I think it's going to return to the past. I want to ask if it's going to be more than the best that we've seen.
Maybe an all-time high. Will it break its all-time high this week? And its all-time high was set somewhere. Oh my gosh. I want to say it was $3,500, close to 35. I don't think it broke 35, but let's ask it. That was sometime in July. We'll just ask it, Kristen. Will gold make an all-time high this week?
Oh yeah, Aries, full card, new beginning, and it would be a new all-time high. So yes, and I was hearing Tuesday in my head, from Spirit, Tuesday. So I don't know. Maybe it's Tuesday. Maybe they're just throwing it at me, but that's what I'm getting. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So those very good cards for the forecast for gold for this coming week.
Yes.
All right. My next question, where I'm going next, Kristen, is with silver, my personal favorite. Silver reached an all-time high back in July, almost $40. It didn't break it. It was about $39.50 back in July 24th. Will silver, Kristen, will silver reach will it pass $40? I know its all-time high price was about $50. right now, Kristen, when it comes to silver for this upcoming week? What does it look like for the forecast?
Okay, I'm hearing the number 41, but I'm also going to pull cards. But
Okay.
when you were talking, it turned into 41. So here we go. 9 of Cups. So that's contentment, happiness. All right. It is going to rise. It is. Okay. 41, maybe 42. Now they're giving me a number 2. So it's very possible. It is going to go over the 40, I would say.
All right. So we're going to see an increase with silver for this upcoming week. We
Yes.
love it.
Yes. I'm feeling it.
All right. Good news for precious metals, gold and silver for this week. It looks like it's going to be a good forecast for this coming week. Beautiful,
Yeah.
Kristen. I love it. I love it. Give me more of it. Here's another one, Kristen. Of course, we're going to look at the public or here on Arcana Shores. XRP, Kristen. XRP. Can we get a forecast reading for XRP? Currently trading at $3.18. Today or this week, it got as high as about 337. Its all-time high, I think it got surpassed earlier previously of about 360 to 370. Again, July 25th, it seemed like everything rose during that week. What can you tell us for this coming week, the 10th through the 17th for XRP?
Okay, here we go. XRP. Ooh, beautiful. Ace of Cups energy all the way. The Empress. All right. So that also goes in alignment because Venus, the Empress, connected to that. Definitely. So we're going to see an abundance here. We're going to see it shoot up. We're going to see it possibly, I don't know, I'm getting like a 20, a 22 ahead. I don't know if it's
if XRP reaches those numbers, Kristen, I can take a very long.
I don't know if it's $22, but I'm seeing 22. Maybe it's hold on. Why are they giving me 22?
I'm definitely gonna go on another vacation immediately if it hits $22.
They're giving me the 10 of Pentacles. Hold on. All right, so I think it's going to go up close to the 10. So maybe a 7, like $7. But I don't know why they showed me the number 22. Is it on the 22nd? That's out of your range. You said the 10th to the 17th.
22. How interesting. How interesting. I'm trying to, I don't know. I don't know what that means. 22, maybe $4. 2 and 2 is 4. I don't know.
In 22 hours? Let me ask. What are they telling me? Hold on. They don't know time, so
right.
It's probably not that.
Okay, maybe get clarification on what the 22 means.
Yeah, what are you guys saying? Hold on. Queen of Cups, King of Wands, 6 of Cups. And then it stops. It's going to go up, and then it's going to stop. It's going to get everyone excited, and then it's going to stop. And I do believe it might be, it's going to be 22 cents. So it's probably going to be
22 cents.
22 cents, and then it's probably going to surpass the $4 range. That's what I'm thinking. So it might be close to $5, and then it goes back down.
Okay. Hey, that sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Whatever increase, I'll take it.
Yeah. Whatever they want to give us, we're grateful. Yep.
All right. I love it. That's beautiful.
Yeah. I just expect an increase, but yeah, they were showing me that, and then I got excited.
We'll check back in next week for sure, Christian.
Yeah.
Ahead. I love it. Beautiful.
Too.
Beautiful. I'm seeing abundance of money coming towards me.
Yes.
We've almost hit that 1 hour mark, Christian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think an hour. I think this is a good place to stop it. We went through a lot of content. It's kind of a slow week in news.
Yeah.
Any kind of closing messages from the cards that the public would want to know, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, I am going to, thank you, Jason. I think I'm going to pull from Eternal Connections, since this is more of a spiritual show that we did today. And let's just see, what is the message we all need to reflect on that will help us expand our Christ consciousness connection? Here we go. And it is soul's purpose. It's a journey, not a destination. Finding your purpose is an ongoing process of self-discovery and exploration. It's okay not to know. Don't put pressure on yourself to find your purpose immediately. Allow yourself time to explore and discover your unique path. This is a daily practice of mindfulness, healing, and introspection. So only you can discover your purpose. And there's a lot of questions you can ask yourselves, because this is actually like the number one question I get asked: what is my purpose? You know, it comes down to what are you passionate about, and do you have service to others? Most of us do, especially if you're here. So service to others is a given. We all must give to others and help other people. Maybe it's animals too. Maybe it's children. Maybe there's just a different direction and turn, but we all are here to help each other as a collective. But also, go back to your childhood and ask the younger person inside you that lives forever, that child within, and ask him or her, you know, what would you like to change in this world right now? What if you could? And don't think about how much is it going to make me. Don't think of a career. Think of like the purpose. What would make you feel so rewarded? You know, is it to help, you know, elderly people and put a smile on their face, make their day? You know, who knows what it might be? That just came to me. But anything, whatever comes to you as a child, that inner child, you have to go within and ask. That does help you. And you can go back to things that you used to love, you're passionate about. But that is a key to unlocking a passion right now and like a purpose. So I think Spirit wants us to really focus in on that. You know, what could I do now in this new chapter to make a difference?
I love that.
Yeah.
Beautiful message. Beautiful way to end this week's show, Kristen. Beautiful. I couldn't have said it better.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm excited. This is a whole new era. I could feel it. I could feel the energy. And it all has been changing these past few days.
I love it, Kristen. Good energy. If you guys want to have a reading done by Kristen, go ahead and go over to arcanashores.net. That's arcanashores.net. You can go ahead and either pick your pre-recorded 4 questions or a one-on-one Zoom. I would definitely say a one-on-one Zoom I get the privilege of doing it weekly, or sometimes during the week, FaceTime Kristen. And then, of course, your 6-month discovery reading, or if you want to, you know, dabble in the cards a little bit, go ahead and get a class done by Kristen. So everything can be found on arcanashores.net. That's arcanashores.net. I need to talk to Lance. I'm going to give Lance a call again this week.
Yes.
I'm excited about that for sure. And then we got other things coming when it comes to the show. So good content.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got to get him back.
Great content coming in the weeks to come when it comes to viewing here on the Arcana Shores Network. Kristen, when can our people see you again live?
Oh, yes. So I will be back on live on Tuesday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, and Thursday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, and then right back here on Sunday with my brother, Jason.
Absolutely. Yeah. We will be back here as a tandem, your duo from another dimension, Sunday at 3:00. We'll be back here live.
Yes.
We love it, Christine. Absolutely beautiful. We thank you guys for watching this show. Those who are watched it live and those who are going to be watching this content in the future, make sure to hit that like button, share and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It helps us beat the Dark Deep Cult's algorithm.
It does.
The organic AI. So
exactly.
help us out by hitting that like and share button here on Arcana Shores. Until next time, Kristen, sending you so much love and light. Light Warrior, Soul Tribe, I'm sending you guys so much love and light as well. Beautiful show, Christine.
Yes, right back at you. Thank you so much. And thank you all who are watching. And we'll be back. We'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye.